dill, another sound get killed. Duck a dill, dill, dill. Sign on the will, duck a dill, dill, dill. Another sound get killed. Duck a dill, dill, dill. Sign on the will, them one tie, them one tie. Come at them funeral and them no say, I know say. Soundplex is a general, them one tie, them one tie. Sure, they come at them funeral and I know say, them no say. Soundplex is a general. Hear me limb by limb, we a go cut them down, send pretty oxa. Take out them tongue, hear me limb by limb, we a go cut them down, send pretty oxa. Take out them tongue, when they see we.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Dennis Sterling. I'd like to welcome you all to the broadcast here. I want to kind of hit on a subject real quick. This is one of those going to be a short little broadcast. We'll call it a mini-me, if you will. So there's recently in the news, there's been a young attorney. Her name is Nicole Fagan. And Nicole Fagan, I think I have a video of her real quick I can pull up. This pretty young lawyer who's only been practicing law for about 9 years decided that it was a good idea to advise potential client, someone that wasn't her client, of an ongoing warrant specifically, and I'll kind of just lay it out for you. So basically what happened was this defense attorney, and that means she does criminal defense, she's involved in the YSL RICO gang trial, and she's faced some serious allegations leading to her arrest on gang-related charges. Yeah, this cute little white girl right here who's been practicing law for 9 years from Georgia. Basically, she was arrested by Atlanta police for her involvement in gang-related activities. And you might be saying to yourself, what in the hell? Yeah, specifically, she faced charges related to participating in criminal street gang activity. What did she do? Well, let's criminal solicitation to commit evidence tampering. The charges against Ms. Fagan include criminal solicitation to commit the offense of tampering with evidence. This accusation stems from her alleged advice to a suspect involved in a shooting, instructing him to dispose of his phone to avoid arrest. All right, and which would interfere with the investigation process. The whole purpose of getting rid of your phone is so the cops can't track you down. You know, they got little chips in your phones these days. Either way, this would be considered, if true, an unethical communication with a non-client. Fagan allegedly contacted this suspect involved in a shooting, allegedly, proving and providing him with information about an active warrant against him and advising him to dispose of the evidence. And this act is considered unethical as it involved advising an individual she was not representing with the intention of hindering law enforcement efforts. Man, that is basically accessory after the fact. Fagan's actions and her subsequent arrest have added to the complexities of this already very serious YSL RICO trial, which has faced multiple delays and controversies involving defense attorneys. Her involvement and the allegations against her reflect negatively on the legal profession as a whole. And, integrity in the trial process is necessary. Now, when you look at some of the comments and you kind of start thinking, well, what do the people think about this? We could just shoot on over to the comments section. This lawyer, they mentioned, was in contempt, and the judge ordered him to buy lunch for all of the attorneys present. He chose to go to a strip club to buy wings for lunch for everyone. This is pretty funny and ridiculous. What in the heck is going on in Atlanta? This happens to be another attorney that they're referring to. Now, here's another one. And they're talking about Ms. Fagan. She allegedly warned two dudes who were suspects in 2 killings that they had warrants and to get rid of the evidence, phones, and they got her effing phones tapped. Oh, there's one. Book them, Dano. I mean, the comment section is ridiculous. They are relentless. So, people aren't really feeling sorry for this chick. So If she already retained by him, then she's not obligated to say SHIT to the police, and any contact falls under the attorney-client privilege. This case honestly looks like a problem constitution. Well, see, here's the thing. She wasn't his attorney. So there is no attorney-client privilege if she's not your attorney. And you can't, basically what you did was hide the dope, hide the guns and the dope. In other words, hide the evidence after the fact. And that's not something that lawyers are supposed to do. You want to be very careful. And I've mentioned this to lots of young lawyers. Oftentimes what happens is once you get that law degree in the state that you practice law and gives you the right to wield the law, and you get to see how it is on the inside, maybe you aren't as awestruck as you were. Maybe you don't have the respect you should have for the legal system and how it works. And so sometimes people get carried away. They start thinking, well, I can get away with a little bit more. Next thing, they're snorting cocaine, smoking weed, and hanging out with strippers. And that is absolutely not the direction that you want to go in. I know many lawyers, they graduate from law school and then they think they think it's a license to break the law instead of uphold the law. And then they just go crazy. I see them all the time, It's like you should have a suit on, and instead you're getting tattoos and buying Versace shades like you're a mafia don or something like that. But either way, this young lady looks like she's in some deep trouble. And it's just that quick. You can see how your life can take a turn. Now, in her mind, she probably thought she was doing something good, but I think otherwise. But either way, this is Dennis Sperling with this little quick hitter. You guys make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll keep an eye on this broadcast. Other than that, it's Uncle D. I'm out.